Hello student, this is Andy Shukla and we were studying our chapter 7 issue of debentures. In our previous class, we have seen what can be the entries if a company wanted to issue its debenture at par, at premium and at discount. In today's class, we will see what will be the entries if a company wanted to issue its debenture for consideration other than cash. Now what it means? It means that company is taking something which is not cash and in return company is giving its debenture. So firstly let's see what are the things which company want in return of these debentures. Okay, so you can see on the board I have written the 4 possibilities related to issue for consideration other than cash. The first situation here is issue to promoters. Promoters are the people who help the company to get incorporated. So in return of their service, company can give them some debenture. That is issue of debenture to promoters for consideration other than cash. Second situation is issue to underwriters. Now underwriters are the people who help company to get their issue of debenture or issue of share subscribed by public. So indirectly you can say underwriters are the agent or the people who will get your share sale, right? Okay. So in return they will need some commission that is known as underwriting commission. So instead of paying underwriting commission in cash, company can pay them that underwriting commission in form of debentures. That is known as issue of debenture to underwriter for consideration other than cash. Next one is for purchasing assets. So if a company, let's suppose purchase a building, so company need to pay to that vendor, to that person from whom company purchased that particular building. So in this case, company will not pay them in cash, but company will give them the debentures with the same value. Okay, right. Last one is for purchasing business. If a company decided to purchase any other company, like purchasing all the assets and all the liabilities of any other business, in that case, company need to pay some amount as a purchase consideration to that company from whom company purchased their business. So instead of paying them in cash, company can pay to the owner of previous company its debentures, right? Okay. So firstly see what will be the entries in all these cases. So the first entry will be related to taking the benefits. So if a company decided to issue debenture to promoter, that is a kind of incorporation cost. So in this case, company will debit an account known as incorporation cost account debit. Further, company can debit formation expense also. And in return, company is giving debenture, so company will credit 2% debentures. Here we will write the name of the interest rate, like if the interest rate is 10%, so entry will be incorporation cost debit to 10% debentures account. Okay, so that was related to issuing debenture to promoters. Now let's see for underwriting. So if a company needs to pay some underwriting commission to underwriter, so firstly company will pass an entry for that underwriting commission due. So the first entry will be underwriting commission account debit to underwriter's account, and the second entry will be related to giving the debentures to these underwriters. Now for entry for giving debenture to the underwriter we will see later, but firstly what will be the entry if company is purchasing asset and what will be the entry if company is purchasing any business. So if company is purchasing any asset, entry will be very easy, asset account debit to that vendor account, right? Okay. And if the company is purchasing business, means company is purchasing assets as well as liability. So in that case, entry will be you will debit all the assets which company is purchasing and you will credit all the liabilities which is company also purchasing. Okay, right. So let's suppose if you are purchasing building, so entry will be building account debit. If the company is purchasing land also, so land account debit. If company is taking over debtors also, so debtors account debit. Same way for liabilities also. So we will debit all the assets with the given amount and all the liabilities with the given amount, right? Okay. Now after writing all the assets on the debit side and all the liabilities on the credit side, whatever the amount company is ready to pay to that person or the owner of that particular company will credit the name of that particular company, right? So here I am writing to vendor account. This amount will represent the amount payable to the company from whom we are purchasing the business, right? Okay. Now after writing all the assets on the debit side and all liability on the credit side, and after writing the purchase consideration in the vendor account, either you can find the difference on the credit side or you can find the difference on the credit side. So if you are getting a difference on the debit side, you will transfer that balancing figure to goodwill account. But if you are getting a difference on the credit side, then you will transfer that difference to capital reserve account. So I am writing here a hash. This hash represents that either goodwill will be there or there will be capital reserve. So I am writing here any one. Okay, right. So these are the entry related to buying. Like if you are entry for making underwriting commission due, entry for purchasing asset, or entry for purchasing business. Now after making the entry of due, now you have to pay them, right? So here you have to pay to underwriter, here you have to pay to vendor, and here also you have to pay to vendor. Now let's see what will be the entries if we are or if we have to give like them debentures, right? So if a company wanted to give them debentures, so what will company do? Company will firstly debit them, right? So the entry for we are here discussing for all the three cases, right? Okay. So the first thing we will do is we will debit that particular person, like we will debit that vendor, or if that is underwriter, so we will debit what? We will debit underwriter's account. Okay, right. So firstly we have debited underwriter's account or vendor account, right? Okay, because it was credit here, so you will debit, or you will vendor is credit here, so you will debit, right? So after debiting underwriters or vendor, now you have to give them debentures. Now see one thing, the rules are very easy. If you are giving them cash, you will write here to cash account. If you are giving them check, you will write to bank account. If you are paying them with bank draft, in that case also you will write to bank account. If you are giving them shares, you will write to share capital. And if you are giving them debenture, you will write what? To percentage debentures account, right? Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. The rule is very simple. Whatever the thing we are giving, we will credit that particular thing, right? Okay, so here I am writing some conditions. Okay, what is condition? Condition is actually either we will give them like debentures at par. So if you are giving them debentures at par, entry will be that underwriter or vendor debit to percentage debenture. But if you are giving them debenture at discount, right? It can also be possible that we are giving them debentures at discount. In that case, what will happen? So firstly you will do same thing like debit that underwriter or that vendor account. Okay, right. And after debiting them, you are giving them what? You are giving them debentures. You will write what? 2% debentures. But as you are giving them debentures at discount, so you will debit one more account, that is discount on issue of debenture account, right? Okay, so this will be the entry if we are giving them debentures at discount. Now last case will be if we are issuing debentures at premium. Now if we are giving debentures at premium, the first thing we will do is the same, debit that person or that company to whom you are giving these debentures. So we will debit either underwriter or the vendor as the case may be, right? Now as we are giving the debentures, we will write what? To percentage debentures account, and as you are giving them debentures at premium, you will credit one more account, that is security premium reserve account. Okay, right. So I hope all the cases are clear to you that what will be the entry in different cases. Even if we are giving them shares, the only thing that you have to do is this percentage debenture will be replaced with 2 share capital. If you are giving them share as well as debentures, so some amount you will write in 2 share capital and the balance you will write in 2 percentage debenture as the situation will be, right? Okay. Now one thing, the problem here is, let's suppose we have written in underwriter 50 lakhs. So you will credit here with debit here with 50 lakh, right? And you will write same amount 50 lakh in the percentage debenture. The problem will be with add discount and add premium. Let's suppose if we have credit of underwriter or vendor with 50 lakh, so we have debited with 50 lakh, no confusion. But the problem here is, if we have written 50 lakh here, how much amount we have to write in discount and how much in debenture. Same problem with premium. If we have written 50 lakh in underwriter, how much amount will go to debentures and how much amount will go to premium. So that problem will be very easily solved if we know the number of debentures. So if let's suppose somehow we get to know the number of debenture, we will do what? We will multiply number of debenture with the discount amount. So we will get the discount amount in total, and we will multiply with the face value of debenture, we will get the amount of debentures, right? Same way, if we are knowing the premium, we can multiply the number of debenture with premium amount to know the SPR, and multiplying with face value we can get to know the percentage debenture amount. So the thing here is, in case of add discount and add premium, you need to find the number of debenture. So let's see how we can find number of debenture. So the way of finding the amount, like the number of debenture, is very simple. All you have to do is amount payable divided by issue price. What is amount payable? This thing, 50 lakh. If we have to pay underwriter or vendor 50 lakhs, we will write 50 lakh on the place of amount payable, and we will divide that with issue price to find the number of debenture, right? Okay. Now what is issue price? Issue price simply means that what is the price per share or per debenture that you are charging from that particular person whom you are paying. So if we are issuing at par, issue price will be same as face value. But if you are issuing at discount, in that case issue price will be face value minus discount. And in case of at premium, entry will be, issue price will be face value plus that premium amount, right? That SPR. Okay, right. So this way you can find the issue price and you can calculate the number of debenture. After finding the number of debenture, you can easily determine what is the amount that you have to write in discount or in percentage debenture or in SPR. So I hope the concept related to issue for consideration other than cash is clear to you. So let's see one question related to this particular topic so that we can get it more. Okay, so this is question number 4. It is given in the question that X company purchased assets of the book value of 10,45,000 from Y company. So X company is purchasing an asset of 10,45,000 from Y company. So the first entry will be for purchasing that particular asset, and the entry is very easy. What we will do? We will debit that asset account. Okay, as the name of the asset is not given, so we are writing only asset account. But if the name of asset is given like building, so you will debit building account, right? So after debiting asset, what we will do? We will credit the vendor. And in our case, as we are purchasing the asset with Y company, so we will do what? We will credit to Y company limited or whatever the name of the company. It's Y company, so we can write simply to Y company, right? Okay, and the amount will be same 10,45,000. Okay, and the narration will be what? Being asset purchase. You can ignore the word being also. There is no compulsion now for writing the being word, so we can simply write asset purchased also, right? Okay. Now after this, it is given. It was agreed that the purchase consideration. This is the purchase consideration 10,45,000 that X company needs to pay to Y company. So it is given that the purchase consideration be paid by issuing 14% debenture of ₹100 each. So company decided to issue them the debenture of 14% of ₹100 each. Now how company is going to issue these debentures? So we have given three cases. First case, if the company is issuing debenture at par. Second case, if the company is issuing debenture at discount of 5%. And the third case, if the company is issuing debenture at a premium of 10%. So let's see what will be the general entry related to all these cases. And there is one more thing given, like discount on issue of debenture is to be written off in first year. So for that we have seen the entry in last class also. But firstly, let's pass the entry related to payment of this purchase consideration in all these cases. Okay. So if we talk about case number 1, entry will be very simple. Firstly, we have to debit the company to whom we have to make the payment. So Y company debit 10,45,000, right? And 2, we are giving them 14% debenture, right? So we write what? 14% debentures account, right? Okay. Now as we are giving them debentures at par, so there is no need for finding the number of debenture. You can write being payment made in form of debenture. So that was case number 1. Let's see what is given in case number 2. So case number 2 says that we are making the payment at a discount of 5%. So if you are making the payment at a discount, you will pass the entry Y company debit with same 10,45,000. And as you are giving them debentures at discount, you will debit discount on issue of debentures account debit. Okay. And to what? To 14% debentures account. Okay. Right. So now in this case we need to find the number of debenture, and how we can find. So we have understood here. First we need to find the number of debenture, and the formula is amount payable divided by issue price. In this case the amount payable is 10,45,000. So we can make the calculation 10,45,000 divided by issue price. Now see one thing, we are issuing a debenture of 100 at a discount of 5%. So 5% of 100 will be 5 rupees. So the issue price will be 100 minus that 5 rupees, that means 95. Now we will divide this 10,45,000 is 95 and we will get a value of 11,000 debentures. Now you are knowing the number of debentures, so you can easily write the amount. 11,000 debenture multiplied by 5 rupees, you will get a discount of 55,000 to write. And here 11,000 multiplied by 100 rupees of face value, you can get a value of 11 lakh. Okay, right. So I hope this case is also clear to you. Now let's see what is given in case number 3. So in case number 3, it is given that we are issuing the 14% debenture of 100 each at a premium of 10%. Okay. So if we are giving the debenture at premium, entry will be name of the vendor debit with the purchase consideration or the amount payable, and we will credit whatever the thing we are giving. So we are giving 14% debentures, so write to 14% debentures account, and we are giving these debenture at premium, so you will credit security premium reserve account also, right? Okay. Now we have to write the amount in debenture and in SPR, and for that we need to know the number of debenture. So how we can find? That is same procedure we need to follow, and the procedure is what, sir? Amount payable. In this case, amount payable is 10,45,000 divided by issue price. And here we are issuing debenture of 100 at a premium of 10%. So 10% of 100 will be 10 rupees, and the issue price will be 100 plus 10, that is 110. Now we can divide this 1045 by 110 and we can find the value of 9,500. Okay. Now we are knowing the number of debentures, so we can do what? We can multiply this number of debenture 9,500 with face value 100, and we can find the number of, the amount that we have to write in percentage debenture, that is 9,50,000, and 95,000 multiplied by what's the premium amount, which is 10 rupees, we can find the amount to write in SPR. Okay, being debenture issued to Y company at a premium of 10%. Okay, right. So I hope all the three cases is clear to you. Now there is one more thing is given, that this discount on issue of debenture will be written off in the first year itself. So we have to write this 55,000. So we have discussed in our previous class also that if we have to write this discount on issue, we have to credit this in the next entry. So we will do what? We will credit that discount on issue of debenture account, right? And the amount of that discount is 55,000, and we will debit what, sir? So we will debit that account from where we are writing this off. And I told you that firstly we will write off any kind of capital loss from any capital profit if you are having. If we assume that we are having this security premium reserve of 95,000, we will debit security premium reserve with 55,000. But if you are assuming that it is a totally different cases, and if we issue debenture at discount, means we are not issuing debenture at premium, in that case we are not having any security premium reserve. So in that case we will do what? We will write this off from profit and loss account. Okay, right. So I hope all the cases related to this particular issue of debenture for consideration other than cash concept is clear to you. So solve question related to this topic and we will meet in the next class. Okay, so that's it for today's video. This is Ankit Shukla signing off.